Hello and welcome to another session of Let's Heal Together, preparing ourselves for liberation and ascension. We are so glad that you are with us today, and we would like to start this session by just putting some beautiful white light around everyone, around the participants, around the team, around all of our technology, so that this session goes as smoothly as possible and that we get optimum healing. So for 1 minute, let's just visualize this beautiful white light. As you will see, we are going to be pulling in a lot of light during this session. So thank you for that. Happy 2023 and Happy New Year. This is our first session of the new year, and we are excited to be broadcasting to you in this new year, both in the Western world and in the Eastern world. We just recently had the Chinese New Year, and so we are reveling in the beautiful energies of that. And quite a year it's going to be. So we will be talking about that shortly with a special guest with an astrological report for 2023. But first, we would just like to give a big welcome to everyone who is joining us today. If this is your first time, we welcome you with open arms. And if you've been attending in the past, we thank you so much for being a loyal attendee. You are increasing the light grid of the planet by being here. So, my name is Deborah, and I'm coming to you from the United States. I am a leader with the Sisterhood of the Rose and with the Victory of the Light teams. And you may know me from my interviews with Cobra. I have with me a really wonderful team today that I would like to introduce. Let me do it this way. Perfect. So let's have them say hello. May, hi, can you say hello to us?
Hey, yes, I can. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. Well, I'm part of the team. Every part of my soul today enjoy the energy, and I want doing the transmission of this enjoy because I feel it so happy today with so I don't know. Really, I can explain. Only I want sharing the energy, love, happiness, healing. I don't know. Today I'm over the top maybe. And well, I'm your technical support. Thank you so much for your presence in the session. Thank you, Debra. Welcome again with all the heart and muchas gracias por acompañarnos hoy día. Buenas noches, acá es buenas tardes. Here is early yet. I'm losing the time. I don't know what country I am. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, May, I have an ear-to-ear smile on my face. Your energy today is magnetic. It's so beautiful, and thank you for bringing all of this joy into this session. Wow, can you guys just feel her lovely joy? Thank you, May, and thank you for your fabulous technical support. I don't know what we would do without you, so you're a blessing. So thank you. Okay, and we appreciate everyone in the comments section saying hello and telling us where you're from. So just a reminder that only the people coming in through the Sisterhood of the Rose YouTube channel can we see your comments. So I apologize to anyone who's coming to us from another live stream, but we're only able to see and show the comments that we see through the Sisterhood of the Rose YouTube channel. So let's just share. As you can see, there are people joining us from all over the world. And speaking of all over the world, let's say hello to Cindy, who's coming to us from France.
Thank you, Deborah. Hello, everyone. Welcome and Happy New Year 2023. I am Cindy. I'm from France. I represent the Prepare for Change Network. I manage a French Wheel of Mass meditation website. And I'm very happy to be here with you today to continue to prepare ourselves for liberation and ascension because we are so much stronger together. So let's not give up and let's continue all together.
Thank you, Cindy. And you are absolutely right. We are so much stronger together. So, this is why it's so exciting when we have everyone joining us today. So, thank you again. And let's say hello to our beloved divine masculine, Felipe. Hi, Felipe.
Hey, this is Felipe, coming to you from the north of the planet, from Germany. Among the things I do is to translate the post of Cobra, like the latest one related to the goddess Equator. All right, so let's all prepare and have a great time in these moments. And for all those who speak Spanish, bienvenidos. And for all those who speak German, herzlich willkommen.
Yes, thank you, Felipe. And as you know, as Felipe mentioned, Cobra, and we will potentially be mentioning his name several times during the session because these sessions actually are based on his guidance and his intel. And so you can find more information about Cobra on his blog at 2012portal.blogspot.com. And so one more final person I'd like to introduce is our special guest, who we will be hearing from shortly with her fabulous astrological report of 2023. She is a beloved sister of mine with Sisterhood of the Rose. So I would like to say hello to Ziva. Hi, Ziva. Oops, let's unmute Ziva.
Can we unmute me?
Yes, there you go. Oops.
Now?
Okay.
Muting me.
There you go. Here we go. Hi, Ziva.
Great. Hi, everybody. I send everybody blessings and greetings from the Amazon jungle. I am living in southern Ecuador, where I am grounding goddess energy. And especially last night, during a ceremony with a Shuar shaman, reconnected with a Shuar goddess of the waters, whose name is Tsunki. So that was very special. And for those of you who don't know me, I have been with Cobra on his first Facebook page from 2012 when he first began on Facebook. And I was asked to help with the very first Sisterhood of the Rose Facebook group. And then when the next group started up, because of course there were always difficulties with beginnings, then I was helping to move all the goddess contacts to the new group. I also administer the MeWe Sisterhood of the Rose group, the Telegram Sisterhood of the Rose group, and I have been moderating the present Sisterhood of the Rose Planetary Network group since it began. And I am also on the Web Sisterhood of the Rose website team. I have been an initiated priestess for many, many, many decades. And so when Cobra first started his first Facebook page because I was one of the people who was sharing a lot of goddess information, having been a priestess of the goddess since I was 15 years old, many, 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 many years ago. Um, we were delighted when Cobra and Isis Astara said, "It is time to bring Sisterhood of the Rose into the public and start the groups and reach out and bring more sisters in." And sisters and brothers, it is so time. There are so many of us all around the world anchoring goddess energy, and so many new people are waking up. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for being on this wonderful journey together.
Oh, Ziva, thank you so much for sharing. And yes, you're quite a busy person, and so you can see why we feel so blessed to have Ziva with us today, sharing her beautiful goddess energy. Ziva has quite a few fans. They're saying hello in the chat, and Snowy White. I've got a where did it go? Oh, I'm going to show this again. Hey, you're the protection protocol voice. Yes, she is. So, with your beautifully distinct voice, um, I wondered if anyone would recognize that. So, I thought that was really cool. So anyway, everyone's really excited that you're here, Ziva. So thank you again. We're very blessed. So, before we turn it back over to you, Ziva. And I just wanted to also acknowledge what you were saying about the goddess energy and how essential it is that we anchor more goddess energy into the planet at this time. And we'll be doing that during this session as well, anchoring some beautiful goddess energy. So, before we get started with things, let me just quickly go over. Oh, I wanted to share one more quick comment that someone shared. Wow, she has good vibes. Nice. Okay. So, see, Ziva, you've got fans here. So, okay. Let me just show my screen a second. Okay, great. Let me just go over the schedule real quick. We're going to start by aligning our energies and doing our command 1221. Then Ziva will be presenting her presentation, Earth and Star Energies of 2023. And then we'll be doing our getting ready for the meat part of our session. And so we'll be doing protections and preparations. Bubble of light. We'll use the Atvor technology and call in our I am presence. We'll be calling in some goddess energy with the return of the goddess meditation. Then we'll be turning over to Felipe, who will be presenting a special presentation for our healing section called The Role of Your Ego in Your Ascension Path. So we really look forward to that. Then we'll take some questions while we do a little quick few minute break. Then we move on to the very important implant clearing exercises. Cobra has guided us that it's still very important that we do these. And so we'll be canceling some contracts. We'll be doing the 2 triangulation exercises that we'll explain when we get closer to that. Called I Am God and Sex is Love. And note for this second half, you will need paper and a writing utensil. So please make sure to have that ready. And of course, we suggest during the entire session to have some nice pure water and drink it frequently. Then we'll wrap up by if you have any comments or questions. And then we always end our sessions invoking command 771. And this is like a group healing that we do together. This is for emotional healing. This is optional at this point because, we're probably going to be, I got to warn you guys, we're going to be probably going over 2 hours, but we'll try not to go over 2.5 hours. today, but this is optional. You can stay on for a few extra minutes if you would like to do that with us. It's very powerful. And just a quick reminder, the implant clearing exercises are available in several other different languages that you see on the screen, and you can go to the link there to access those if you would like. And so we got a few more hellos. I'm just some people speaking in a language I don't understand, so I'm sorry I won't be able to post that. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Can you tell me, we doing a practice before what to translate and when? What is this? Let's see. You wanted to know. Well, we'll try to let you know ahead of time. And we just went over the schedule, so you should know what's coming up next. We hope so. Okay. Let's see here. I need to. So I'm sorry about that. Okay. We are doing our. I have a meditation that I would like to do for our opening meditation, and this one will align our energies. And we all come in. We've maybe had a long day, possibly stressful. We all come in with these energy fields that might need a little aligning. And so we're going to align our own energy fields, and then we're going to align them together. And then we're going to align them with beings of light. And so this is the meditation that Cobra did when he started the conference every morning. And it really, it puts you into a very, very lovely place. So all we're going to do is close our eyes and watch our breath. As you breathe in brilliant white light. And as you breathe out brilliant white light into your surroundings. Breathe in brilliant white light into your physical body. And in doing this, you relax. You relax every cell in your physical body. And now breathe out this light into your surroundings. Relax more and more. And keep breathing like that. Now your physical body is full of light. Now we are going to breathe in brilliant white light into our plasma body. Breathe this into your plasma body. Feel it releasing all blockages from your chakras and meridians, anything that does not belong there. And then breathe out brilliant white light from your plasma body. And it becomes a body of light. Now breathe in brilliant white light into your etheric body. Radiate this light in all directions as you become an etheric body of light. Now breathe in brilliant white light into your astral body, releasing all lower vibrational emotions like sadness and anger. Breathe them out. Allow this light to transmute those emotions, and it becomes an astral body of light. Now breathe in brilliant white light into your mental body, And as you do this, you are releasing all false belief systems, all worries, all fears, and all doubts. Just let them go. And now we breathe in brilliant white light into the totality of our being. And as you breathe this light out, irradiate that light and become a being of light. You are a being of light. I am a being of light. And as a being of light, you are connecting now with other beings of light in this session and become one being of light. Let us breathe in as one being of light. And as a group, as a being of light, we connect with other beings of light and create a planetary network of light. And we see all darkness disappear, all dark beings removed. The light is taking over and confirming the final victory of the light. And now we see billions upon billions of stars connected with each other into a galactic network of light and welcoming this planet as the last one to join, fulfilling the old prophecy that there will come a time when all darkness will disappear. Now we visualize a pillar of light coming from the sky, going through our entire group to the center of the earth and expelling all darkness from this group. This is a place of light. So be it, and so it is. And now we are going to confirm all of this by singing the sacred word Om 3 times. And now, as we are in this space of pure light, let us also invoke Command 1221 to call in our personal team of light beings. Let us together say Command 1221 3 times. Command 1221, Command 1221, Command 1221. This command calls in a team of beings that are assigned to you that will help you in whatever way they can when you call them in. Feel them surround you with their love. And let us visualize all of us around the planet with this beautiful grid of light that we have created, merging our teams, merging our light to create the most powerful light possible for this wonderful session. And now you begin to become aware of your surroundings. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, welcome back, everyone. We hope you found that powerful and helpful. The energy is definitely feeling good on this end. So thank you for sharing that. I'm going to share a few more hellos. Thank you for a friend in the chat who looks like they're translating in, I think it's Hungarian. So thank you for that. Okay. All righty. Well, let us now. I'm going to turn this over to Ziva, as promised, with her special guest presentation. And I just want to share a few more comments. These are great. Because we don't want to interrupt Ziva when she's talking. So I'm just going to share these real quick. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. We got Denise saying hi from Austria. Okay, great. All right, Ziva, we so much look forward. You've introduced yourself. It was a wonderful introduction. I feel like we all know you so well, and we all feel like we know you well anyway, because we listened to your video, your protection protocol that you've recorded so many times. So, all right, dear sister, I will turn this over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Deborah and everyone. Goddess blessings, everyone. The goddess is so with us, and she is so happy that so many people are connecting with the goddess in whatever way that you do each and every day. And before I get to the earth and star energies of 2023, I would like to share with you that the first thing that I do every morning, I get out of bed, I set my own protection protocols, I give my cats food, and I go to the east end of my patio and I do a moving morning prayer, which people tell me looks like a combination of yoga and Tai Chi. And at the end of it, I do the same kind of grounding that we have in the recording of the Goddess Vortex meditation, grounding the Earth Goddess energy and invoking and inviting and bringing her up into my sovereign and free divine feminine body. And then I call to the center of the galaxy and I invite and I invoke the galactic and cosmic goddesses to come down into me. And then through my human loving heart, with all of this goddess assistance, we broadcast love, light, peace, harmony in every direction around the world. And I turn myself around at least 3 times, sometimes more, how you feel it. And then I request that I continue to broadcast divine feminine, goddess love and light, peace and harmony in every direction, everywhere that I go. And we can all do this. We can all do this. This year, everyone, is an amazing year. It's definitely a year of personal preparation. The planetary energies that are very, very strong for especially the next few months are Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. Now, the really amazing thing about the next few months, every major planet is moving direct. This is the first time in a really long time that we have a nice long stretch with every major planet moving direct. And the reason this is so powerful is it means progress. It's time for all of us to really begin moving forward in our lives, in our searches, in our connections, and in our missions, because each and every one of us has chosen to come to Earth at this time. And I know I hear some of you saying, oh, Goddess, did I really choose this? Yes, you really did. That's why we're all here. But there's a lot of help all around us. Now, the first thing to know is that as of the 22nd, just a few days ago, each and every planet is in direct motion. Jupiter is in Aries, which is the beginning of the zodiac. So it's a very good time to get into initiating whatever changes you want to create, not only in your own life, but in your community around you as well. And Pluto, the planet of power, has been moving through Capricorn since 2008. In the end of March, Pluto is shifting into Aquarius. And when Pluto shifts into Aquarius, oh my dears, this is power to the people. And that's us. The sense of power that everyone will find in coming together with their communities and reaching out and pulling communities together is going to be amazing. And it's also a sense of power in technology. So it's an amazing, beautiful thing. I have been a priestess for so many decades. And in the last 20 years, the power of the internet has really lit all of us. We're here from around the world. And we're all connecting with each other around the world in real time. It's amazing. Mars is direct, and Mars went direct as of January 12th. But it's moving a little slow as it moves along. Mercury went direct January 18th, but it will still be in its shadow until February 7th. So anybody that tends to feel those Mercury retrograde energies might find themselves still feeling a little glitchy, but as of February 7th, Mercury is out of that retrograde shadow completely. Now, coming to the 3rd of February, Ceres is going to be retrograde until May 6th. Now, Ceres is an asteroid, but it's very much the mother energy. And so, among the things that will be really, really powerful for all of us to do, and perhaps the Let's Heal Together team can really put something together to help everyone with this, is healing the mother wound. Because every one of us, whether we are male or female, carries a mother wound. We all carry the divine feminine and masculine within ourselves. And so the time from February 3rd till May 6th will be a very, very optimal time to do a lot of personal healing on our own mother wound. Now, this year is about earth and water. When we go into 2025, that will shift into fire and air. So everyone can plan ahead for that. But with this year, really ground yourself with the earth and water energies. The fact that we have 0 major planets in retrograde until mid-April is amazing. And it's a time when we can all join together and make individual progress and make progress within the groups that we are working with. The more connected that we can become at this time, the more powerful it will be. In the middle of February, on February 15th, Venus, our lovely, darling Venus, is the planet of love and harmony and divine feminine energy, is conjuncting Neptune in Pisces. So that's a time when we can all really open our hearts and expand our spiritual practices, and we'll find our creativity really expanding then as well. Then just the next day after that, the sun is conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. Now on February 16th, the sun will be in Aquarius, Saturn is in Aquarius, and they are conjunct, and this will be the last time that the sun and Saturn are conjunct, for 28 and a half years. So, and I see is somebody is asking, is there a video in the making of my morning ritual? And yes, I will be making one of those in the next few weeks. So we will share here as soon as I get that going. But keep an eye out, because in the next 2 weeks, I will have my new website, which will be zivaamrita.com, and it will have a Sisterhood of the Rose page. And yes, there will be videos and interviews and a lot of how-to priestess work. Now, before I wrap this up, the one thing that I think is a really amazing thing to share with you that will be happening just as we shift from Aquarius and we're about to shift into Pisces. Fomalhaut is a royal star. We have 4 royal stars, and each one of them is a gatekeeper to a galaxy. And Fomalhaut is gatekeeper to the southern sky. It represents a transformation phase. Now, transformation often means death of something, rebirth. Because in order to transform, it's such a creative energy, and it also means that the past doors must close, something must be let go and die, but it's such a highly creative time when we can open doors to the new. Fomalhaut is a very, very powerful star to connect with, and it helps us really activate our spiritual gifts and guides us to strengthen our spiritual connections. When you work with this energy, and the best way to really work with it is to really express your creative self, deepen your spiritual practices, and be ready, because this year there are a lot of things that we are letting go of, and in order to be able to take in what's coming, we need to release what no longer serves and ride our own creative wave in this year of earth and water, and really go with the flow and allow our creativity to open up and flow. So that is my presentation for today. I would love to come back in the next few months and talk about a number of things, including how to work with your 1221 team. Ever since Cobra gave us the information about calling our 2012-21 team, I've been working with my team and it's been pretty amazing. The one thing I would like to leave you all with, when you call your 1221 team, talk to them. My team was really shocked at first because when I called them and I felt them, I said, I greet you, I honor you, I thank you. And then I asked them to help me. And after the first week or two of calling them every night before I went to bed, I had to say, can I ask you to adjust how you were helping me recalibrate and transform? Because it's been a little intense. And they said, oh, good. Thank you for telling us. We didn't know. And so as I went along, some really interesting things happened because what they communicated to me was that generally when people call their teams, they call their team and they ask for help, but they don't communicate with their teams as to how it's working for them and how it's affecting them and how they can fine tune it so we can work together to the highest good of all of us. And with this, my dear darlings, I leave you with so much love and light. And thank you, everyone on the team, for bringing me in and allowing me to share. In Lakech Alakim, which is Mayan for I am another you.
Thank you.
Wow, Ziva, thank you so much. Yes, that was fabulous. Wow, what a lot of information, and we appreciate you so much sharing all of that. And the answer is yes. Yeah, come back. I think our audience would agree that we'd love to have you back. So, I just want to share some of the comments. Yeah, they they were listening well. So let's see. Oops, I think I played. Sorry, we've got a lot of people saying thank you here. Um, Okay. So yeah, everyone's oh, they love the what you said about command 1221. Yeah. So if you could come back sometime to speak more about that because we use it during our sessions and we encourage people to use it, and I think as much information as people have about it would help them to use it more often. So thank you for that. Oh, I wanted to add, this is an important question but I didn't want to interrupt you. Um, Someone had asked, what is the name of this royal star? Could you tell us again what that is, Ziva?
I just typed it into the chat, Deborah.
Oh, thank you. Let me put that in. Okay. Paste, paste, paste. There we go. So that, boy, yeah, I would not have spelled that right. I took some notes and I spelled it different. So thank you for spelling that out for us. And can you repeat how it's pronounced again?
Fomalhaut.
Fomalhaut. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. And a few more comments that we can share with you while you're still here, Ziva. And yeah, so and I apologize if I'm missing someone's comment. There's a lot of them coming in. Let's see if anyone has any. Oh, some people, because when someone says, "Oh, I get my guidance come through so clearly," and some people do get frustrated that they're not having that same experience. How would you address that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, Ziva, if you wouldn't mind just answering that real quick, because someone is wondering. They said, "I wish I could hear my galactic allies too. Am I too unconscious spiritually?" We because when someone says, "Oh, I was guided, I heard this guidance come so clearly," and then some people don't have that experience, and they might feel like they're not doing something right. And so, how do you address?
I don't know
Um,
that I would say too unconscious spiritually. What I would say is that if you meditate regularly, and the reason we call meditation a practice is because the more you do it, the more you become balanced in accepting the energies around you. Sometimes people can't hear what's right around them. Just like, we say, oh, you can't see the nose on front of your face.
Mhm.
Sometimes we just have to still that inner monkey mind voice and really take that time to be into ourselves and ask and listen. And sometimes even I don't hear anything. And I have to tell you, I have been trained from early childhood and meditating and practicing for half a century. And there are times when there's so much on my plate and going on that I really, really have to stop and still myself completely in order for me to connect. And sometimes the truth is, our galactic allies are kind of busy up there fighting for us. So they will not always be able to answer every moment you call. But once you get into communication with them, and also when I ask for my 1221 team, I also learned to say, how many are with me today? Because sometimes there's just a couple, and sometimes there's more. So make friends with your team, but connect with them and ask for that connection.
Thank you for sharing that, Ziva. That was very helpful. I think that we have people saying thank you. And awesome. Okay, and just want to share this from Caitlin. She says that she speaks to her team when she calls in 771 and lets them know exactly what emotions and situations she's struggling with. So she says it feels better to work with them. So yeah. So thank you for sharing, Caitlin. So okay, well, Ziva, we'll let you go. We know you've got a lot going on, and you probably need some rest after your beautiful shamanic ceremony. So, um, I just want to thank you again so much on behalf of our team and our entire audience. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today, and we really really hope that we can have you back again. So, thank you, dear sister. Bye, Ziva. And Ziva, you're welcome to stay for the remainder of the session if you like, or you can jump off. So whatever works great for you. So awesome. Okay. I love some of these beautiful comments too. Evelyn says the connection is so powerful and simple just by asking and trusting and accepting. I had so much help, especially while holding space for others to heal in my practice. So Evelyn, thank you for sharing. She's working with her higher teams to help her with her mission, it sounds like. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. So we are going to and our lovely May said in the chat, love you, Ziva. Yeah, that was great. So okay. So let us move on now. And what we are going to do is our protection and preparation. Now, with all of this great energy you've already generated, we're on a great path here for some lovely protection and preparation. But we're just going to do a couple exercises that will just assure that we're in full protection, and that so we can continue to move forward and do this wonderful work that we're doing. So the first thing that we're going to do is this Cobra did with us at the conference as well. And basically, it was just putting a bubble of blue light, like a bluish white light around us. And then we're going to ask its light shield to protect us from all negative energy. And as we do this, we close our eyes, we visualize this bubble of bluish white light surrounding us and protecting us, and then we'll just stay there for a few moments. So let us invoke this together. And so you can say this out loud if you'd like to repeat after me. May a bubble of light surround me. May its light shield protect me from all negative energies. And so it is. And just sit with that for a moment, visualizing this beautiful bubble of light surrounding your physical and non-physical bodies. The light shielding and protecting you from all negative energy. And so it is. Great. Okay. And so now we are going to move on to really, as Cobra described, what this is called Advor technology. And this is actually a spiritual technology that was developed by the Galactic Confederation, and it's to help us with the ascension process. It's been in place since 1990, and it keeps improving. So it's, as he said, it's getting quite advanced now. And what this is a technology using a pillar of pure white light. And this light is actually created by light beings when you call upon it, and it increases your vibrational energy when it's called. We have to realize that there are huge motherships around the planet. Now, these are ships that are not detectable currently for their own safety, but they can send you a pillar of pure white light, and it goes through you to the center of the planet, and it aligns your energy field with your I am presence, which we will be doing in a moment. This I am presence is your higher self, which is incarnated into your being. And this presence emits a very strong light. In fact, without this light, you would not be alive. So you can access it at any time. And if you do this every day, you'll be fine. In fact, you'll increase the it's like working a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So let's invoke it now, and we're going to really feel it. We are going to start with, we're going to run a video, and we will invoke this presence, the pillar of light, and then we will then move on. We're taking this a step further today, so we're going to be running a little longer video, because we are going to actually connect with the I am presence and speak with it. It's a very powerful meditation. And I might suggest, in fact, even if you want to screenshot this, just to memorize this invocation. This is something that you can be using. As Ziva mentioned, she's got this great morning routine, which I was so glad she shared with us. And she says that she does her protections every morning, which is very, very suggested. And so this is one that you can start your day with. In fact, use it multiple times during the day. Again, exercise that muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So we are going to turn on the video for 20 minutes. Allow yourself, please, to go deep with this. Please put yourself in a comfortable position. Don't fall asleep, but be comfortable, in a quiet place. And really, you can get some powerful results with this by speaking and getting guidance from your I Am Presence. So let us now begin.
Take a deep breath and sit or lay down in a comfortable position to begin this meditation. Now say the following invocation. I call upon the pillar of pure white light to descend upon me and to form around me. I call upon the presence of the I Am that I am. I ask the presence of the I Am that I am to join and merge with me. You may have difficulty feeling a change or shift in your own energy field at first. It is important that you persevere and continue to ask for the pillar of light to surround you. Sometimes your vibration has become so slow that the presence of the I Am that I am cannot reach you. This is because there is a certain level of energy vibration below which it will not extend. Therefore, you will have to raise your own vibration to a frequency which will reach up to the presence. The pillar of light will raise the vibration around you. As you stand inside of it, the lower vibrations dissolve and you begin to gather more light and energy. Ask for the pillar of light, cylinder of light, tunnel of light. It matters not how you say it. What is important is to surround yourself in light and allow it to heighten your vibration. Visualize the presence waiting for you at the top of this pillar, cylinder, or tunnel. Imagine it to be there. Let your heart convince your mind that it is there. At this point, begin to move the energy upward through your crown chakra at the top of your head. Move up inside the pillar of light in the direction of higher light. There are chakras above your head, chakras 8 through 12. Visualize that the energy moves up to your 8th chakra. Pauses to energize that chakra. Visualize that the energy moves further up to your 9th chakra. Pauses to energize that chakra. Now visualize that the energy moves up to your 10th chakra. Pauses to energize that chakra. Visualize that the energy moves further up to your 11th chakra. Pauses to energize that chakra. Now visualize that the energy moves up to your 12th chakra. and pauses to energize that chakra. In this way, energy moves chakra by chakra to reach up to the 12th chakra in the 13th dimension of reality, to the throne of the I Am that I Am. There you shall meet with the presence of the I Am. The I Am presence, which is the essence of God manifested in form, is seated at the throne of the I Am that I Am. Now visualize yourself approaching to meet the presence of the I Am. Merge and unite with it. The presence has an ethereal body emanating pure light. Light is shimmering down from every direction. Pause and meditate for a while as you bathe in the energy of the I Am presence. Each time you practice this, you will be able to absorb a higher level of light until you can begin to imbue and embody the light of the presence of the I Am that I Am. Then you may be invited to sit upon the throne of the I Am that I Am and fully absorb the light. When you find yourself fully merged with the presence, you may request it to come back down with you into your body. Do this for 3 rounds. In the first round, you meet, merge, and unite with the I Am presence. Bring back the presence and imbue your body with the presence from the top of your head all the way to the bottom of your feet. All the way to the core of Mother Earth. In the second round, move up again inside the pillar of white light into the presence of the I Am that I Am, mixing, merging, and uniting in oneness. Pull that energy vibration down and bring it into every chakra of your body and being, down to the bottom of your feet, and from your feet into the core of Mother Earth. In the third round, go back up the same way, and after you have merged with the I Am presence, ask your questions. When you are complete with your questions, listen for any answers. Remaining answers will come at the time they are needed. To replenish your body, bring the united and merged essence of the I Am that I Am down into your body.
bring yourself back. Maybe move your body a little bit. But we are going to do one more brief meditation where we bring in the divine feminine aspect of Source, the goddess. And so take a few deep breaths as we shift. And now we're going to move into a 4-minute video called The Return of the Goddess Invocation. Let us begin. I think May is queuing that up. And let us know when you're ready, May. I wanted to say that that video that we just listened to, so powerful. Oh my gosh, I'm hoping you guys have had a wonderful experience with that. Again, it's something that's a good one to do as often as you can. At least call in the Pillar of Light daily. But that's a very good one to do. And I'm going to put a link in the chat for that playlist on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel, so that it's available in multiple languages, so that you have that if you would like to use that. So, okay. May, do we have the video yet ready to go? I don't. Let me see. I think maybe I can play that.
It's ready. Yeah, it's ready. I'm only was waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
May's still in La La Land. She's off, being in her little joyful place. So yeah, great. Yeah, we're go ahead. You can start that now. Thank you.
Return of the Goddess Meditation. Relax your mind and body by watching your breath for a few minutes. Visualize a pillar of pink light emanating from the galactic central sun, going through your body to the center of the earth. Keep this pillar of light active for a few minutes. Then visualize a loving feminine presence in the shape of a beautiful goddess descending from the sky and entering your physical body. This presence will harmonize your inner woman and make you more loving. Stay united with that presence for a while. Visualize bright new spiritual future for humanity. With men and women in perfect understanding. With our society growing beyond need for wars and conflicts, as all dark entities, physical and non-physical, are removed from our planet. Visualize all wounds of humanity being healed, all humanity being inspired and guided, with everybody having their own connection with their own soul and the source in perfect balance of their inner male and female aspects. Please do this visualization as instructed and do not change it, as otherwise it will not have the desired effect.
Okay, welcome back. I hope you guys are feeling how much light and connection we've created, that we've prepared ourselves for. We have source energy, we have goddess energy, we have beautiful, beautiful light surrounding us and with us. And I appreciate all your lovely comments. I'm just going to share a few right now. And by the way, we are moving on to next is our healing section, in which Felipe will take over and speak about the ego, and also how provide us with an exercise on how we can heal that. And so just let me share a few comments. That's going to be about a 20 or 30 minute presentation, which will take us to about the 2-hour mark. So we encourage you guys to hang in there. If you need to take a quick little break, you might want to do that real quick right now, or before we move into the implant clearing session, which we will do after. So we hope you guys can stay on with us during that time as well, as we clear those implants. So let me share a few comments. If I give people a chance if they need to run to the restroom or refill their water glass. But let's see what we have to share here. I want to share an earlier comment that, where was that? I thought it was great. Virgo Phoenix said, be prepared to experience a real change in your life doing this pillar every day. So thank you for sharing that. There is a testimonial right there stating how important it is to use that. And I wanted to share earlier, there was a lovely greeting. It was when Ziva was talking, and I didn't want to interrupt. Oh, it's okay. This is great. This is from Galena, who said, warm hello to Sisterhood of Roses and everyone around the world from Liverpool in the UK. My gratitude and love to you. So yeah, I'm going to give out a special thanks to those of you from the Sisterhood of the Rose that are joining us. And please be aware that these sessions are definitely not just for Sisterhood of the Rose. These are for everyone, and we love when our Sisterhood of the Rose community join us and anchor some beautiful energy, and we love when all light beings around the planet, above the planet, below the planet, join us for these sessions. So thank you so much. Okay, share a few more quick comments, and then I will turn it over to Felipe in a moment. Marcella said it was great, the meditation with the I am presence. Thank you for sharing that. We appreciate the feedback, and we were glad that you were able to feel something with that. So Familia DeLonge said, with the I am connection, I also saw blue light entering my body, very emotional and loving. Everyone has a different experience when they do that. And every time you do it, you may get a different experience. And I just felt like I was swimming, I don't know if anyone else had that experience, but and a lot of tingling going on as well too. So let's see here. What else I'm going to share a few more quick comments. Very enjoyable. That was nice. Got Peggy sending hearts and hugs, and love that. Evelyn, dear Evelyn, thank you, Deborah and all, for the love, full unity. Yes, we feel united, don't we? Absolutely. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, let's see. It was okay. Virgo Phoenix said, I saw the brightest magenta pink standing in the window in the beaming sunlight, really feeling the goddess presence with everyone here. Yes, the goddess is with us. And, as Ziva pointed out, it's so necessary right now that we anchor as much goddess energy as possible. And those of you that do follow Cobra's intel, he did share a new post yesterday about actually creating goddess temples. And we don't have time today to discuss that, but you might check that out. And because he mentioned that too during the conference. But yeah, getting some goddess energy going. Denmaku said Corona chakra is on fire with the meditation. Return of the goddess. Blessings. Oh, thank you for sharing. Sophie has said so much light and love. Very powerful. Ooh, big question. From Roshanak, for healing DNA, what can we do? I'm not sure we have time. I would say, love heals everything. I don't know if anyone else wants to jump in and offer something, but I would say you're doing it by attending these sessions and doing other light work, your own as well as other ones that are available to us. So,
Excuse me, Deborah.
yeah. Hi, Cindy.
I think that, especially for DNA, I think that we can use the command 1221 and the command 771. I think I have already tried this, and I can say that it is efficient. We can ask our personal team by using the command 1221 when we have a concern about the DNA, for example, and by using, in addition, the command 771, we are reassured when we are feeling the action of the healing beams, because our galactic team use a healing beam to heal us when we use the command 771. So I think that this light beam or healing beam can act on our DNA and our physical body and non-physical bodies. That's my opinion and my feelings and my experience.
Cindy, thank you so much for sharing that. And I think that's excellent advice, to use those things. We did command 1221 earlier, and we'll be ending the session with command 771. So thank you so much for sharing that, Cindy. I very much appreciate that. And I'm wondering, this was a comment that I meant to share when Ziva was still with us, but from our beloved Eva, who attends on a frequent basis. Thank you. She was talking about tears coming to her eyes from what Ziva was talking about. So she's telling her thank you for your existence, I think, and help for all humanity. Yes, and a big thank you to all of you light beings for your existence, for being brave enough to be on this planet at this time and anchor the light. So okay. I think that a couple beautiful thanks for organizing these sessions. Much gratitude from Iran. Thank you for saying that. We appreciate that. You know, we are a volunteer team, and so we appreciate when someone shares that. So thank you. Here's another point that Maricela says, listen to 728 hertz and meditate. So some high frequency music. And yes, of course, meditating. Lovely, lovely. Okay. And Baron says, all healing you ever do will help more and more to activate more of your DNA. Yes, absolutely. Healing, heal. This is why we've included so much healing in our sessions. We used to just do implant clearing sessions, but we were just being called to include healing, healing ourselves. And by doing that, we really increase the light grid around the planet, which moves liberation closer. And so someone says, what a powerful way to start the day. Looks like it's 7:30 in Oz. So that's Australia, right? And I am very much enjoying this session. Much gratitude, Dee, for your loving guidance. Thank you so much. Wishing divine love to you all. And Vivian, wishing that divine love right back to you. And Eva, thank you, dear Angel Deborah. Yes, we love you, Eva. Okay. I think Felipe's ready. He is just ready to go. This is going to be very insightful. Felipe does such a great job with this part, so I'm so glad he's got another program for us. So thank you, Felipe.
All right, let's start. On the last session, I spoke about our shadows, those things that are hidden in our subconscious that are somehow dictating us what to do. Now we are going to talk about the ego. But before starting this, I will going to tell you how did I get interested about the ego. It is because I had recurring thoughts, constant thoughts about a situation that was finished. But these thoughts kept coming over and over, and they were making me crazy. I was trapped in a loop and I could not get rid of them. Sometimes I think I didn't even want them to go away. But when I started to meditate about these thoughts, I realized that these thoughts could not defend themselves against an objective analysis, and that it was very easy to get rid of them if I had my mind under control. So I decided to investigate what was going on, and some causality led me to deepen my knowledge about the ego. And I had fun doing this, and I found it to be a source of deep healing. And I would love now to share what I have discovered so far. All right. What is the ego? Psychologists recognize ego as a construct, an invention that is created in our childhood. Each person creates his or her own definition of who or he or she is. The ego is actually something that it could even work on behalf of the owner, like something that helps you be a better person by giving you the strength to move forward. But it could also turn out to be one of the greatest enemies that you carry around, telling you that everything around you is bad and that you are the only one who is right, or you will find very hard to recognize that you did wrong and you don't want to apologize. All this could bring tragedy in your life. If your consciousness is awakening, you will start to detect and keep the ego under control, and this will bring massive improvements in your life. Now, the ego is a tool, a mask, an illusion. It was put there so it could be used as an incentive, but many have it running amok, out of control. And this must be stopped. Otherwise, it takes control over you and can lower your vibrations because it is used a lot by the dark forces to create lush for them. The ego is an integral part of every human being and must not be destroyed but tamed. The ego has access to the whole human being, and it helps by sending feelings and desires to the rest of the body. The ego was put there in the beginning as a part of the structure of the being, and now it can be used as a vector of attack. You can recognize that the ego is lowering your vibration if you meditate about a situation that is bringing sadness to you. This sadness does not have any real reason to be. It does not make sense. It causes confusion, regret, and much discomfort to yourself and those around you. From time to time, the ego claims to know everything, to possess everything, to have everything. But this is a falsity. This is quite false, because the ego has access to just a limited part of what reality is. It doesn't have access to the big picture, not even for you, much less for the other people. The ego then tries to imagine one thing after the other, and these results generate a condition opening up many alternate timelines in which then it directs you. Then, when any of these sorry things happen, the ego will tell you, "Do you see now that I was right? This is what I told you that it was going to happen, and now it happened." But it was the ego itself that created these conditions for these negative things to happen, and now it rejoices on its success. So it is helpful to recognize how the ego attacks. Some of the things that an ego out of control causes are: you are suffering, you are easily triggered, you are doing or thinking about other things, and suddenly you feel a jolt of sadness. You have recurring and obsessive thoughts. You compare yourself to other people. Your pride feels under attack. You are aware of what others are doing and you disapprove their behavior. You feel good about other people's unhappiness and failures. No matter how good you are unhappy. For example, it is a very nice day and everything is going fine in your life, but because you are under the control of your ego, you cannot enjoy your day and feel miserable. You meet new people, you have new activities, but you are constantly reminded of your past with other people. You wake up in the morning and the ego brings you the misery of remembering a person or a situation from your past. You act in a way that causes other people's egos to fight against yours as well. And also any other situation that if you analyze it, it doesn't really make any sense. As I explained at the beginning, certain attacks come over and over in a loop, like obsessive thoughts. Certain attacks come as ideas of things you want to do against the people who seem to be the source of your pain. These thoughts by themselves fill you out with rage and with anger. Certain attacks cause sadness and depression because something you thought it was yours is not, and the ego does not want you to leave them behind. The ego tries to survive as long as possible and believes that it is very important, that nothing can work unless you do what it says. The ego tries to be comprehensive, to fill you up, because when you are under its power, it will have the complete control it needs to cause you misery, and in this misery and unhappiness, it will have achieved its ultimate mission, which is to keep you at a low vibrational level. Now, perhaps you have heard the phrase spiritual ego. You can detect the attacks of the ego in your spirituality if you are thinking like this, for example: I am more spiritual than others, or I have a better religion, or I have a better spiritual group, or I am one of the chosen ones, or I have an edge on my way to God. Doesn't it sound now funny? now that you know how the ego operates? While a healthy enthusiasm about the spiritual work we are doing is fine, to start gloating, boasting, or bragging about this, it doesn't help because the ego, the illusion, will be very hard to undo. And if something happens to you afterwards, you will be in a very bad situation because you will have to lift yourself from all the way from this bottom up. It is important to heal the ego because the process of ascension is ongoing and it seems to be accelerating. All ego-based reality is coming to an end, whether you want it or not. And we are giving now the understanding and the tools to get rid of all those unnecessary attachments like possessions, desires, ambitions, and even people. Everything belonging to this dimension has to go away. You have to let go all those ties to the illusion of a third dimension. By leaving these things behind, we are not actually missing on anything. It is like if you were holding all these things in your hands and then you were fist closed. You have to let them go so more and better things come into your life. So in this way, we are gaining the lightness that we need to move forward. We will be expanding our consciousness and we will be able to connect and visit those higher dimensions of reality and bring back what we need. Just imagine how could it be if we were going to interact with the fifth dimension version of a person or a situation that is happening to us right now. So, we can only delay this work for a little while, but if we are not ready, the process will start and we will be in much more hurry and it won't be easier. So, let's start working on defeating this ego. We always carry all the baggage that we have inside. So not even moving to another country or even to another planet is going to help to get rid of an ego with no discipline. And this earth and its conditions are a perfect place to master these lessons. Expect the ego to hit you once in a while, and this is because you are improving, and this is because you are moving up. Now, I'm going to propose to do an exercise altogether to heal that part of the ego that needs to be under control. So, we are going to enter on a moment of relaxation now. You can, for example, close your eyes and place your hands on your heart and keep breathing. And now focus your attention on the space between your eyebrows, on your third eye. Take slow, deep breaths. Now visualize the ego as an energy that is present in your body. It is everywhere in your body. Then you gently invite this energy to move slowly out of your body, in front of you. Visualize it as a shadow in front of you. This ego, this energy, is keeping certain connections to your body. They are like vines or branches, energetic connections of different colors, each representing the connection to some situation or to a person. So if you have this situation in your life, just visualize this situation or this person. The ego is in front of you as a shadow and is keeping a connection in between the ego and your body. Now you're going to give unconditional love to your ego. That love that expects nothing in return. You surround yourselves with a brilliant white light and start sending love to your ego. Unconditional love. And now you're going to visualize your hands, your physical hands in front of you, completely full of light. And now you're going to choose one or more or all these connections or branches that are coming from your ego into your body. And visualize how with your hands you remove those connections and place them inside a violet suitcase or a violet box. Violet is the color of transmutation. So we are going to place all those connections there. We visualize, we feel all this ego-based reality entering into that box or into that suitcase, violet suitcase. The suitcase represents a trip. And we are going to close this suitcase. But now we are not going to go with the suitcase. A beautiful violet light from the central sun of the galaxy is lifting up this suitcase and it takes it away for transmutation. As you are visualizing now that this suitcase, this box is going away, you feel completely free from ego control. And now you're going to intensify the red or rose pink energy between you and your ego. Let yourself and your ego be enveloped in that light. Now you can slowly move your hands and feet, feel your body, and open your eyes. One way to leave the constant whispering of the ego behind is to bring your entire consciousness to the present. If you are in the present, there is no past and there is no future. If you feel you are being attacked by your ego, just concentrate and remove for a few seconds the past and the future. Feel yourself completely aware in the eternal present on what is happening right now. You are safe, you had a good meal, you are warm, you are not in danger, and stay there, concentrating what's happening. If you are successful in doing this, you will have clarity of mind and the past will not matter anymore, the future either. You will be creating a new timeline and stepping into it based on a vibration that is totally detached from any suffering. And you will start vibrating high. So high, not even your ego will be able to reach you. May we all have a great life without the burdens of an untamed ego. Thank you. And now back to you, Deborah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Felipe. Bravo, bravo. That was fabulous. And we're so grateful to you for presenting this and sharing your own experience too. Do you suggest that we do this, this exercise that you did with the suitcase with those connections? That was really powerful. Do you suggest that we do that on a frequent basis? Because I would assume that those connections can possibly reconnect, or there could be new connections made, or what do you think?
The thing is that when we go around living our lives, we have interactions with other people and or situations, and this create or generate lots of these connections. So we can do this as long and as many as we want. The important thing is to send all these things for transmutation because we do not need them. We do not have time to keep them in our bodies, in our fields anymore. Yeah. So it is recommended to do this as many times as you uh, think it is convenient.
Okay. And, use your guidance on that one too. I
Mhm.
think the nice thing about recognizing and learning to work with ego is that it becomes much easier to say, "Oh my gosh, my ego's taking over." Because I think, as you said in the beginning, it was created during childhood, and it so much of the ego influence in our life may just seem normal because we've grown up with it and we're so accustomed to it. And so I think by being aware that we have our ego and that it is causing um, us to not live our most highest vibrational or happiest life. I think by having that awareness, we go, okay, it's my ego.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And what it has been noticed is that sometimes people have masks upon masks upon masks. And people uses, for example, one mask with the boss, one mask with somebody who think is behind you, one mask or under you, and one mask for the family, one mask for the friends, and so on. So all this real false reality, it is stopping us from actually showing our light. So because we are like we have placed ourselves in boxes upon boxes upon boxes. So how is your light going to go out if you are just covering it us with so many things on top? No? So that's why this is one of the ideals that we have. Unlearn whatever we have learned, which is incorrect, and then we will be able to show this light even more and more. A few minutes ago, there was a person who said, "How can I get this connection with my guides?" For example, this is what we can do. This is what we need to remove. These layers upon layers of open quotation, close quotation knowledge, yeah, that is stopping the real us to come out.
I love what you said about the mask because I think, we can all relate to that in different parts in our life where we've put a mask on. And this is why even, Cobra says, be yourself. It's so important to be your authentic self. And
I just saw a message that says I felt sad because my ego was leaving or something like this. I was well. This is
sorry, I'm
exactly
I'm trying to keep up with the
yeah.
messages. Let's
So
see.
this
Yeah,
is exactly what the ego actually does. It doesn't want to go away. It doesn't want to go. If I felt sadness leaving my ego, yes, because this is actually one good thing that is happening to you because the ego is always going to bring you these feelings of sadness that you this is just an illusion. Okay, you have to get rid of the illusion. Perhaps it's going to bring you sadness one more time before leaving, and off you go. And by the way, nobody is completely free from the attacks of the ego. So once you think that the ego is completely tamed and completely gone, not really. It's going to come back over and over and over. So we have to be vigilant. We
mhm,
have to be aware and alert that this is going to continue happening.
mhm, mhm. Well, and I think the which we're going to do next is clear our implants. Not clear, work on clearing them. One session, unfortunately, does not clear all of our implants, but we are going to do some exercises to help clear those implants. But I think until those implants are fully gone, that lovely little ego is going to keep popping up. Isn't that right, Felipe?
That's right. We have to
Yeah.
be always vigilant.
Yeah. And I think this is a question from Esme. You also cut the cord's attachments with this ego before you send it away, right?
Yes. Just send all those attachments, all those cords, all those things inside the box or the suitcase and then see them going away.
Okay.
With all these situations, with all these persons, with everything that is inside there, they are gone.
Okay, fabulous. And I like that Kat has said, thank you so much. A perfect meditation to do each night before bed. Yes. Hint, hint. Good. And that reminds me too, these sessions are recorded. And what we will do, you'll find those all on the Sisterhood of the Rose YouTube channel under the healing live, under the live section and under healing sessions. And so, what we will do in the description of this recording is put a mark. We'll mark, like where Ziva spoke, where we did this meditation, and where we have this presentation on the ego. So you may want to go back sometime and just re-listen to that as well. So yes, let me share a few more comments before we move on. Sophie says, my ego was attached through my belly button and I unplugged the rainbow attachments, rolled them in a violet jewelry box, and it lifted to the universe. Wow, that's so cool. Thank
Yes,
you.
this is what I'm talking about. Everybody has the tools right now. The tool is just like a framework. And then each one of us needs to develop what it works for himself or herself.
Okay. And Katten said, thank you, Felipe. After I had brain surgery, my ego was going crazy. Finally managed to calm it down by assuring it I only needed it from now on for motivation. I acknowledged it and gave it a new role. Awesome. Acknowledging, as we mentioned before, is really important. So thank you for sharing that.
Yes, some people treat the ego as a rebel child. A 4-year-old child that doesn't want to comply or something, no? He wants to go to the fire, even though the parents know that the fire is extremely dangerous, but the child wants to go into the fire, so that's not
Mhm.
acceptable. So
Mhm,
you have
mhm.
to tame the ego, like treat sometimes the ego as a little child that is just throwing a tantrum and he doesn't know what to do, or you have to be aware of this.
Yes, and that's a good analogy. You continue to love this child even though it's misbehaving. You just have to discipline it. And this is all about self-love and loving every part of yourself. And as long as we're in a 3D body, we will have an ego. And so this is excellent advice for us, Felipe, today on really how to help manage that. So again, much gratitude to you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, and
Oh,
thanks to the audience for the comments and the questions.
yes, they were
Awesome.
great. And oh yeah, we shared those. We are going to be moving on now to the final part of our program. This is the implants clearing section. And again, so we hope you'll stay with us. We'll probably be on for, I'm guessing, probably about another half an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. But one more comment. Yeah, everyone's loving what you did, Felipe.
I'm so happy about it. But
Yes,
not
yes.
ego
So
based, okay? Not ego based.
right, yes. Um, but it's, thank you for gratitude is a wonderfully high vibrational energy. And so thank you for sharing your gratitude with us. So wow, I love the energy of this session. So isn't it feeling good? What do you guys think? Isn't it feeling good?
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
there might even be a
awesome.
second part of this ego presentation.
Please, please, please. Yes, that'd be great, Felipe. So thank you. Okay. So we are moving on to the last part of our program, in which we will work on clearing our implants. And a reminder for this section, you do need something to write with, and a piece of paper. And again, remember to be drinking water. We're doing a lot of clearing today, bringing in a lot of light. Just yeah, we can all feel it. All feel it. We're sharing that. And so just remember to take good care of yourself. And let's see. Just a quick. John asked, we have been doing these implant removals often. How do we know they are or will be removed? And also Cobra says they are working on the black holes as well. Well, that's a great question for this section. And I'm going to be turning this back over to Felipe, who's going to be talking about the implants in the black holes. And I think that'd be a great time for him to answer that. So just want to share one more comment from Kat. Yes. Beautiful afternoon. Thank you so much. Okay. So let us move on. I'm Felipe, can you want to jump back in and share with us about these implants that we're about to work on?
Sure. So let's talk about
One more
this.
comment for you. Sorry. I just
Yeah.
want to share these great comments for you, Felipe. So, okay. All right. Thank you, Vivian.
All right.
Okay.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Okay, so in the presentation, in this picture, in this slide, we have our three primary implants, what is called the vertical implants and horizontal implants. The vertical implants are the frontal lobe, our area above the eyebrows. You can see two of them, and these separate us from the source and the higher self, which means that by having these implants, it means that we have decision-making problems, we have survival fears, it blocks our intuition, it causes separation from the source, and it causes loneliness. To start dissolving these implants, we are going to have in the next few minutes the exercise that is called I Am God. And on the right side, we have what is called the horizontal implant. It is like around 4 centimeters above the navel near the solar plexus. And this is a terrible implant. It establishes a separation between the heart and the sexuality, a separation between the masculine and the feminine, between men and women. And to start dissolving this, we are going to have this exercise that is called Sex is Love. And we have to remember that before every incarnation, we are reimplanted again to assure that we are kept in amnesia and lower vibrations. And yeah, so this is what we are going to do now. And we are going to show that now the next slide, in which we are going to do the contract cancellation. Now, the contracts are the base of all these implants. And now that we are aware of the situation, we can start dissolving the implants by going to the root of these things. And then we are going to do together the contract cancellation, which means that at the beginning, before we came here to this planet, we had to sign a contract to come in. It's just like going into a prison, or you have to fill out a lot of forms and then they check you out very well, and then you have to wear a badge. Perhaps exactly the same here. So, but now that we are here, we can cancel these contracts, and this is going to help us to move on, move forward, and be able to remove the base of these implants. So, I'm going to the next slide.
Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was off. I was just going to say Cindy's going to jump in for a moment here and just share a little bit more information about the contract so that we can fully understand how important it is that we're going to cancel it. So, Cindy?
Yes, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Felipe. So I'm going to mention a few things about soul contracts. So at first, what are their characteristics? So the term contract means agreements or consent, promise, a pact, an allegiance, or royalty. And due to the control of the dark and negative forces, we must sign a soul contract with them in order to incarnate here on Earth. Then signing a soul contract is not like on the physical plane when you sign a piece of paper. It's more of an energetic agreement. And contracts are revocable. Any contract can be cancelled at any moment. And they concern our past lives, our present life, and our future life. But you must be aware of one thing. Your decision is key. If you make the decision to revoke the contract, it will be done. So now, why we should cancel these contracts? We need to know that they are linked to our soul, our life, and to our implants, which are linked into our physical and non-physical bodies. And we must know and we must be aware that they do not respect universal laws like the law of consent and non-consent and the free will. And it is important to be aware of that. And we must regain our freedom and our sovereignty, our freedom to choose, our freedom to act. We need to free ourselves from the blockages and limitations imposed by these contracts. And one of the most important things is that it is the first thing to do to be liberated from the matrix. Finally, how to revoke these contracts. So we need to write the contract cancellation text on a piece of paper, signing your name at the bottom. It's important. Then you need to say the text out loud, filling the words with emotion. It's important. And it is suggested to carry a copy of your contract cancellation with you, as it is energetically powerful. Always keep one contract cancellation with you permanently. And if you want, I know that some people do that, you can keep a copy under your pillow on your bed at night. Or you can keep a copy in your purse or in your bag when you go out, for example. So we need to revoke these contracts regularly. To do it only once is not enough. We need to revoke these contracts regularly. And the more people that take their destinies in their own hands by doing this, the more power we will have individually and collectively. So, the contract cancellation is important for our personal liberation and the planetary liberation. So, now I think that Deborah will explain you how we are going to process today for this contract cancellation.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for that extra information. It's very important that we do understand really how important and how powerful this exercise is. So what we're going to do, as Cindy said, normally, ideally, it would be the most beneficial to write this out. But because of the time, we're going to say this out loud together so that you can get a feel for what this is. It is powerful by saying it out loud, but even more powerful if you can write this down. So again, this is another good time to screenshot so that you have a copy of this. And when you have some quiet moments, you can go in and write this out. And as she said, sign your name, say it out loud, and carry it with you, or put it next to your bed, or yeah. So it's important to do this as often as possible. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to say the words, and if you can repeat after me. Remember, you want to say this out loud, and feel free to say it with emotion. Feel the words, and if you have to be dramatic, you can be dramatic, but what's important is that you do put some emotion behind it. So let us begin. In the name of the I am that I am.
In the name of the I am that I am.
In the name of the divine soul presence that I am.
In the name of the divine soul presence that I am.
In the name of all ascended beings of light.
In the name of all ascended beings of light.
In the name of the Galactic Confederation.
In the name of the Galactic Confederation.
In the name of the Galactic Center.
In the name of the Galactic Center.
I decree and I command to cancel and nullify
I decree and I command to cancel and nullify
all my past, present, and future contracts and agreements
all my past, present, and future contracts and agreements
made between any part of my being and the dark forces.
made between any part of my being and the dark forces.
All these contracts and agreements and all their consequences
All these contracts and agreements and all their consequences
are now completely erased from my reality.
are now completely erased from my reality.
I am now free.
I am now free.
All the karma of my whole being is now erased as well.
All the karma of my whole being is now erased as well.
I am a free, sovereign being of light from now until eternity.
I am a free, sovereign being of light from now until eternity.
So be it, and so it is.
So be it, and so it is.
In light,
In light,
and now you will speak your name. Okay, excellent. I hope you guys could feel the power in that. And thank you, Felipe, for working with me on that. A little message to Cindy. Thank you, Cindy, from Peggy. And Sin also said thank you, Cindy. So
Thank you, everyone.
I love our grateful audience today. It's beautiful. So thank you, guys. All right. So let us move on to the triangulation exercises. And these are very important. These are the two exercises that we do called triangulation, and we'll explain that in a moment. According to Cobra, these deprogram us. They dissolve our limiting beliefs, and they liberate our consciousness. So you can see how important these are. And Felipe, do you want to jump in and explain triangulation before we do the exercises?
sure. So let's talk about the implant clearing triangulation exercises. Triangulation means just find them out. No, this find the place where they are. Okay. In these exercises, you will write two contradictory statements. You do this to create the implant's effects in your mind by placing it in the other polarity. For instance, the vertical implants create the primary belief that you have that I am not God, or I am disconnected from the source. So when you write I am God and put yourself on that state, and then you write I am not God and put yourself in that state, you bring your mind in both alternate states, which then it begins to dissolve the implants. So this is important because it is like placing something in hot water and then in cold water. Hot water in cold and cold water until it cracks, okay? And then once it cracks, then you will be able to decide by yourself, not the implants, okay? So this is exactly what's going to happen with the horizontal implant. This is above your navel. That programs you with the basic message that sex is not love. So when you write the two contradictory alternating affirmations, sex is love and sex is not love, you decrease the effect of the implant and it begins to clear. All right, so let's do this triangulation number one. I am God, I am not God. So some people have explained to us that sometimes God has a religious connotation, so you can use any other alternate word to God. For example, you can use I am goddess, I am not goddess, or I am away from the source, or I am with the source. And there's also an option that you can do it in your own language if you wish so. And do these exercises consciously. You just put your mind in both polarities. And the strength of your intention is more important than how many lines do you write. Just concentrate on these things and then go for it. Okay. So now we're going to play some music and then we will be back in a few minutes.
Wow, that was powerful. I just want to share real quick before Felipe continues that I had something unusual happen this time. And I think it's because we went so deep today with connecting with our I am presence. But I started writing, I am the I am. And then alternately, I am not the I am. Because I recall during the meditation, when you're like asked to sit on the throne, there's a part of you that's like, but I'm not worthy, right? And so again, that's that implant, and so that's what I was guided to do today. So I just want to share that before we move on. So okay. Felipe, would you like to continue with the second triangulation exercise?
Sure. Before that, really quick comment about your experience. And I think this is also important that we all develop the tools based on our guidance. So that's awesome. All right. So let's talk about this, the triangulation exercise number 2. This is sex is love, sex is not love. So this is what we are going to do the same way that we did the last 8 minutes of music. And please do these exercises consciously. You just write in one moment, sex is love, and then concentrate on all those feelings and things that come to you. And then go to the other opposite, sex is not love. And then also feel what is the situation in there. Perhaps you will feel some healing. Perhaps you will feel something that reminds you from your past is coming to you. Sometimes the wounds come to the surface so they can be healed. Okay, so sex is love, sex is not love. We can concentrate on writing those things on a piece of paper, and yeah, the intention is more important than how many lines you write. So we are going to play some music, and then we'll see each other in a few minutes. All right. I hope that you were successfully able to write these lines, and if you wish so, you can also share your experiences with us.
Yes, thank you, Felipe. Um, that second triangulation exercise in particular oftentimes brings up um, a lot of emotions for people. And so don't judge yourself for having those. Again, you need to have an awareness. It needs to come to your surface of awareness. And remember, these emotions can be transmuted. And which one of the ways to do that is what we're going to be doing next for um, our final event is invoking command 771, which is for emotional healing. So if I know it's late in some parts of the world, but if you can stay on with us for a couple of minutes, and we will do that. So I just wanted to share if there were a few beautiful comments I just wanted to share again before we get super relaxed and comfortable with our 771. Vivian, what a lovely comment. What a formidable team you guys make. I too am really grateful for this fantastic broadcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. And let's see what else wanted to share. Esme said, I felt goosebumps all over. These are such beautiful and powerful evenings. Thank you. Thank you, Esme. Goosebumps, call them angel bumps, spirit bumps, whatever you want to call them, but they talk to you. So thank you for sharing that. Peggy, she did this in reference to when I shared the fact that I was guided to say, I am the I am. So thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that, Peggy. And let's see. Did we, Felipe, did we answer this question? How do we know they will, yeah.
That they will be removed, and also Cobra says that they are working on the black holes as well. Okay, that is quite an important question. What the work that we do right now is to help the implant removal. I am not aware of any method or exercise that we can use in order to actually verify that the implants are not there anymore. However, it is something that some people have expressed that sometimes they even feel some physical effects, something that comes out of their bodies, or they feel some sort of clarity. Sometimes people feel like, for example, there's a better connection in between your masculine and feminine sides, and you connect better with the opposite sex. So these kind of things are sure signs that these implant triangulations, these exercises are starting to work. The final removal of these implants is going to come, I suppose, in the near future when the event comes, or when the life forces actually start deploying this black hole removal technology, like this famous Mjolnir, this quantum cannon. In the meantime, what we can do is to help with ourselves. So these implants and this stuff is completely weakened, so it is very easy for the life forces to remove it. Hopefully, in the very near future, we are going to receive the confirmation that all this has been removed. And in the meantime, as I said, some physical effects and some things, psychological things that happen to you will be the confirmation that you at least are going in the proper direction, and that those implant removal exercises are working on you. Some of the effects are also, for example, causalities, what is called coincidences. Some things come to your life. It is very easier for you to connect with other people. Perhaps your connection with your guides are going to improve. As I said, these implants they block the connection in between you and your higher self. So if these implants start to weaken, then you are going to start having a better connection with your higher self. And the other implant, the one that is in the navel, that blocks the kundalini and sexual energy. Obviously, if this implant is weakened, then you will understand that your connection with these masculine and feminine energies and the opposite sex is going to improve. And I guess that's what I can say about this.
And I also wanted to just put a reminder that, we talked about the ego being connected to the implants, and as you release the ego, it loosens the implants, and so just kind of, I think a good sign is to pay attention that, remember, implants are put there to interfere with your free will. And I think when you feel like you're in a place where maybe you can choose how you react to things. You can choose your emotions. You have a place of neutrality, and maybe you're not as triggered as much by things. That this might be also a sign that your implants are dissolving. So it helps to pay attention to some of the your feelings in your body and the emotions and the thoughts that you're having. So, okay, great. Want to share a few more comments. Marcela, I felt a strong energy when making the first one. And the second one, I felt a pleasant energy in my crown chakra. So lovely. She also said, I saw my implants dark and went away forever. Wow. Okay. As Felipe's mentioned, it is good to do these exercises on a consistent basis, because just honestly, living in our society and living in the matrix, sometimes they can refresh themselves. And so this is why it's important to do sessions like this, that in which we work together to dissolve the implants. Remember, everything is more powerful together. And but also you can do these on your own. If you search on the We Love Mass Meditation website, there are a description of these exercises and all that too. So Caton said, lovely, so lovely to spend the evening with you all. We are so glad that you spent the evening with us, dear one. And Peggy, a message from the Keepers of the Light Oracle: Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Thank you, everybody. Wow, how appropriate for today's session, not only for what Ziva was talking about, the with every beginning, there's a beginning with every ending. And as Felipe was talking about how illusions are revealed and released. So perfect. Yes. And Famil said, thank you, Felipe. We will keep doing the work.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And a couple more comments before we move on to our final. Every time after practicing the triangulation exercise, I feel a pressure in my forehead and then a kind of clarity in my mind. That's how I feel that it's working. And wonderful. See, so you're paying attention to what your body is sharing with you. So thank you, Vivian. And Down Hunt, so powerful, feminine and masculine energies. Yes, I agree. I just love the balance between our team as well as from our audience, bringing in all this beautiful divine feminine and masculine energy. So okay, everyone, it's time to get comfortable. We invite you to stay with us for about another 10 minutes. I'm actually just going to make some quick announcements before we get too comfortable. Someone asked earlier, when is our next session? We do these monthly. So I don't have a calendar in front of me. Most likely it'll be about 4 weeks from now, on a Wednesday again. So you can check out on Telegram, the Victory of the Light Telegram channel and group, in which we post that information, as well as things get posted on the various Sisterhood of the Rose media channels. And also you can check the We Love Mass Meditation website, because they do keep a page that has a timetable of upcoming implant clearing sessions, not just in English, in other languages as well. So check that out. And I wanted to share something also. I don't know if anyone attended the World Spiritual Marathon that took place last weekend by some of our team. It was, I think it was literally on the full moon and right around the time of the Chinese New Year, and it was really powerful. So there's another one taking place on Saturday, February 11th. That's going to be at 2 p.m. UTC, and that will be broadcast live on the Victory of the Light YouTube channel. So you can put that one on your calendar, and that information will also be posted in the one of the places will be on the Victory of the Light Telegram channel, and also on the Let's Meditate for Planetary Liberation Telegram channel. So, okay. And so let us, this is where we're ending the program. And so before we go, I'm going to just share a few comments real quick. Endless blessings for all. Also, Sophie said, was so blessed to participate with you all. Take care. Until next time. Yes, beautiful Sophie. Thank you. And so what we're doing right now is we're going to be, if you're familiar with Command 771, and actually, if you're not, let me just share this with you real quick to explain what it is. And so the lovely galactic higher beings, the Palladians, have developed a protocol that will help us with emotional healing, and that's called Command 771. Using this command helps you if you feel negative emotions or feel victimized from someone else's emotions, if you are emotionally hurt, if you have past emotional hurts and traumas or emotional issues and wish to receive emotional healing. So really all we're going to do is repeat 3 times out loud. It's most powerful if you can do it out loud. Command 771. And the Palladian medical ships will actually hear us and assist us with their healing beams. They will literally beam to us healing to heal emotionally. And ideally, if you can lay down for 20 to 30 minutes for this healing process, that is the most beneficial. And this is why we do this at the end of the program, so that we're going to run some music and invoke this together and do this for about 6 or 7 minutes together. And then what we'll do is afterwards, we just invite you to stay in a quiet meditative space to allow the rest of the healing to occur. And this is great. You can do this as often as you want. A lot of people like to do this right before going to sleep, which is a lovely time to do that. So let us now move on. We're going to invoke this together. Remember the power in doing things together. Remember in the beginning, we visualized all of us uniting as one in one light. Well, we are still united. We are sending this very powerful message. I just got goosebumps to send it out, saying that we would like emotional healing, which is so very important at this time. So let us together, you can repeat after me. Take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's say Command 771.
Command 771.
Command 771.
Command 771.
Command 771.
Command 771.
And now let's relax and allow the emotional healing to occur. And again, we invite you, if you're able, to allow yourself to stay in a relaxed place, probably for about another 15 or 20 minutes if you can. We thank you so much for being here today with us. You guys have been amazing, and we love you all. We thank you for your time today, and I want to thank the team as well for all of your wonderful guidance and support. So yeah, everyone, thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Victory of the light.
Victory of the light.
Victory of the light.